Jules Verne, one of my favorite writers. I used to read him when I was very young, and I think my favorite Jules Verne book was The Mysterious Island. Why? Because it had some science in it. Interesting science. In the book, an engineer makes this comment about our future and the use of hydrogen in order to furnish us with energy. Well, that was fascinating because today we are really looking forward to a hydrogen society. Hydrogen is a very, very clean fuel. Why? Because if you take hydrogen and you mix it with oxygen, the only thing that forms is water, nothing else. So when you burn hydrogen, you have a very, very clean fuel. The question is, where do you get that hydrogen? Well, unfortunately these days, hydrogen is produced from methane. Methane is natural gas. If you take natural gas and you combine it with water, you get hydrogen, all right, but you also get some carbon dioxide. And carbon dioxide, of course, is a greenhouse gas. So that is not a great solution. What else is there that is possible? Well, you know, if you think back to your high school days, you may have learned something about electrolysis. That's when you take some water and you pass an electric current through the water and it breaks it down into hydrogen and oxygen. That's all that happens. No carbon dioxide produced. So we can get clean hydrogen. The trouble, of course, is where do we get the energy in order to break the water down into hydrogen and oxygen? And this is where solar power comes in, or wind power, or tidal power, because those are all green sources. So if we can use those sources of energy to break down the appropriate chemical, which is water, into hydrogen and oxygen, then we have a source of clean hydrogen. And this is happening. In Japan, the buses that transported the athletes during the Olympics were all fueled by hydrogen. And Saudi Arabia is building a city for 1 million people that is going to be sustained by hydrogen. Canada is looking to have most of our cars be hydrogen powered in the future. Well, how is that hydrogen power? What in the car? What really happens? The car uses what we call a fuel cell, and the fuel cell is a device into which you introduce hydrogen and oxygen, and they combine to form water, and they release energy. So the technology is all there, and it is really quite amazing that Jules Verne, way back then in the 1800s, had the foresight to talk to us about hydrogen as a source of energy in the future. Now you can appreciate why that novel, Mysterious Island, was one of my favorites.